Hello everybody! Well, here we are with the next fight from the first round for the Mount Hua competition for the Blue Dragon server for October 2015. And we have AmethystSoul of the Wudong. She'll be facing off against ZhugeYunlong of the Scholars. I'm pretty sure that name means something dirty somehow, but in lieu of that, I'm just going to go right for it and call him Huge Long. No, Huge Schlong. Anyways... So what kind of fight are we going to see here? I'm not really sure. I'm not too familiar with these two fighters' styles. We'll just have to see what skills they pull out. The question is, does one of them have joined finger? But straight away, AmethystSoul is going for 7 techniques of the Flower Goddess. ZhugeYunlong is going for Buddha Heart Palm. It's now a switch up to Gucci Dagger for AmethystSoul. She's got a couple good hits in there. It looks like she's definitely dominating the damage, switching now to Buddha Heart Palm. Has ZhugeYunlong down to about 3/4 health, down to 75% health. He's coming in with that Buddha Heart Palm really hard and fast, but AmethystSoul is not taking much damage at all. She's back in again with that Gucci Dagger. It looks like ZhugeYunlong managed to recover a little bit of health, but it's been almost for naught. He's back down to 75% health again. He's flying around now, trying to keep his distance while he uses that Buddha Heart Palm. AmethystSoul is keeping up with him, but not trying too hard to close that distance. It looks like she's content to wait for her opportunity. She can be patient because of the amount of damage she's doing to ZhugeYunlong, while he's having trouble keeping up with her in returning the damage. And there is a spectator on the field. Are we going to call play now? No, what's going on here is the game has lagged out on this one particular character, and now is updating his position by making him walk. This is pretty common in the game, but for some reason, he's walking right through the field. Anyways, ZhugeYunlong is in trouble now as AmethystSoul continues with that Gucci Dagger, and that is it. Not a whole lot to say. They're just overwhelming force. I don't think ZhugeYunlong can do a whole lot to prevent this in the next round. He could play fast and quick, trying to get in and out as fast as possible to avoid the counterattacks, but even then, if he gets caught by a combination by AmethystSoul, that is going to be devastating to him. It's almost like someone with joined finger fighting against someone without joined finger. They get caught by that rage. It's really hard to recover. But there's no joined finger involved here, so ZhugeYunlong still has a chance. Let's not forget that. You can fight several levels above yourself if you have a good opponent versus a not so good opponent, but AmethystSoul seems to have her stuff under control, so I don't know what he can do. He's in with Mochi's sword though, getting a few good hits here. Mochi sword, oldie but a goodie. AmethystSoul is replying again with that Gucci Dagger, getting some good hits in there. Has ZhugeYunlong down in health already. AmethystSoul has barely suffered any damage, but she's taking a few hits here now with that Mochi sword. Mochi sword is pretty good for control. Not the best though, that's why it's hardly ever seen in Mount Hua anymore, because there are better skills that have come along, but it doesn't degrade that skill, it just means the other ones are better. But regardless, he is inflicting with this. Not very much, but he is inflicting. But AmethystSoul just comes back with that Gucci Dagger and is just flattening him out. ZhugeYunlong is sitting on a lot of rage, so is AmethystSoul. She could get a really devastating hit in here. A little bit of displacement there. But she continues to pummel him. ZhugeYunlong is now down to a 1/3 health and falling very quickly. I don't know what he was trying there, but it didn't come off. He's coming back now with more Mochi sword. He needs the Pegasus right now, or something. He does. But there is more from AmethystSoul. And opening the Tai Chi does not connect. ZhugeYunlong needs to take advantage of this right away. Get some Buddha Heart Palm in there. He does not. He's using Purified and Exalted. Ooh. Wudong single sword skill. That it's actually the first skill you learn. And AmethystSoul is returning the favor with a Purified and Exalted and some Turbulent Rapids. Not really seen that often in 1v1 PvP now. It used to be one of the most damaging skills in the game if stacked properly with the appropriate stats and buffs and etc. You could do massive amounts of damage, but of course it's been eclipsed by other skills again, like Gucci Dagger. which AmethystSoul is using again to whittle away at ZhugeYunlong, just taking out chunks of health at a time. Again, I don't know what ZhugeYunlong can do here. He's really getting into trouble now. And there goes some snow sword, and ZhugeYunlong is replying with falling flower swords. It's the old school skills today. And another purified and exalted out of AmethystSoul. She is doing massive amounts of damage though with that. That is pretty impressive. And that's it. 33,000 versus 14,000. That is a big mountain. ZhugeYunlong did hold on pretty well there in the second round. Did pretty good, but it's just overwhelming force. There's not a lot you can do against that. And so AmethystSoul will move on to the next round. And we will have more fights from the Mount Hua competition for the Blue Dragon server right here on this channel. Please stay tuned for that.